Rosen on 1st and 10. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away. And
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Leopard!
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gun! Over! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Rodgers will try again on second down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Dolphins getting set to go here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They run it with Balaj. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Rosa, he goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Gone! 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 Gone!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so good.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Throw left side, complete. That's Drake. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Here's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they work this out past the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Lets this one. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the pack on 3rd. 41 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Drops it to Jones in the flat, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Jones, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Gun! Detroit! Over!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Over here. Yeah, Liz.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
58! Action on!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's fine, yeah.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got a man at Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Cortland Sutton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And it's up and good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmaker. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Room to run past midfield. And he cuts it right sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's going to and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. In for the score. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the 1st-round pick out of Alabama. On play action, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, check 26. 319. 319.
Rodgers looking to throw on second down. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, check 26. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers from the gun. He'll throw. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, check 26. And you're done.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
319.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now he's going the other, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark able to run him down for a loss of about 20 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for the 2nd straight play. They may want to block him on 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Set. B-19.
Throws it from his end zone on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Returnable for Thomas. Look at the spin. Balance. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a